Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We've got loads to go over today as we've received a brand new major order briefing which takes us over to the Terminid sector. Hellmire is now under attack. We've got strategic advisories coming out of the back end. The Baskinator has also given us a message showing that there should be some information coming today, so make sure you stay tuned for a second upload going up later today with regards to that one. We've also got to talk about what it is that's happening with the studio right now, and twinbeard makes an appearance. Absolutely incredible. We've got loads to break in for you guys, so if you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated, and make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can get your video games cheaper for PC and console with the best deals, offers, promotions and discounts on old and new games alike. It's a no-brainer. Links in the description for that one. And we're still giving away super credits. Hopefully we'll have a new update and then you guys will actually have some use for them. But if you guys want to get involved with that one, head down into the comment section and put a simple salute or an 07 or an 01 in the comment section below, and it'll enter you in. With that being said, let's see what it is that's happening right now inside of Helldivers 2. So starting off, we received a brand new major order briefing that you guys may well have seen by now as it came up yesterday afternoon, but it states that following weeks of preparation see forces stand at the brink of liberating the Terminid hive world Oshayune. However, Terminid assaults on Hellmire, the location of the Gloom base Alpha, have been relentless. The planet presents a critical vulnerability to the impending offensive. Its loss mid-liberation would be catastrophic. In light of this, High Command orders the Helldivers to liberate two planets neighboring Hellmire, which are Errata Prime and Astanu, and the liberation of these planets would insulate Hellmire from the Terminids, significantly reducing the quantity of attacks upon it. Further, the secured territory would increase the effectiveness of the Gloom base Alpha, further aiding the assault on Oshayune. And as we can see, our major order right now is already running up a absolute treat, as we are 61% percentage liberated at the point of recording on Errata Prime, and over in Astanu we are yet to break that one in. We currently have hold of Hellmire, although it does seem a little bit bleak right now as there is a huge attack, as we can see happening right now on the Galactic War map. We've got a level 15 going on over on Hellmire right now, which at the point of recording anyway, we are currently losing. Most Helldivers are still diving over on Errata Prime, but we need people over on the Fire Tornado planet to make sure we secure it so that we can definitely keep Oshayune. Now, obviously, there is a bit of a gambit that you could potentially do, but Astanu hasn't been the one that they actually wanted to go for. We can see over on a strategic opportunity, though, that they put up, it states right here that all Helldivers should factor the following advisory into their strategic decision-making. Enemy forces stage their attacks on our planets from an originating planet. Liberating the originating planet will end the enemy attack immediately. In the current operational context, liberating Astanu would end the current Terminid attack on Hellmire, essentially confirming that the gambit would be possible, although it seems that most Helldivers currently are just diving straight on Hellmire, and the majority of them are still on Errata Prime trying to get that liberation. We have only got around 12 hours remaining on Hellmire before we actually lose it. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being over there. Hopefully we see some change with it, but for now we've got to get back onto the Fire Tornado planet and secure it to make sure we can progress the story even further. But we're going to talk about progressing the story even further, as the Baskinator apparently has some interesting news that's going to be coming for us today. Now, at this point right now, as I'm recording this, there is absolutely no communication happening with that at the moment. We are still awaiting the words from Bask to see what it is that's going on and what it is that we'll actually receive, and that will be a very interesting venture to say the least, as right now it doesn't seem that we really get much from the community managers at this point in time. As to reasons why, I actually have no idea, as our main source of contact at the moment seems to be Sham Georgiani, the CEO, which is absolutely wild to me, as the CEO should not be your main port of contact. The community managers should definitely be that case. So maybe they've not had enough to actually be told that they can actually voice outwards. I have no idea. Nonetheless, hopefully we get some more comms coming from them soon as to what it is that it will be. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know what your guys' opinions are via the comment section below. I've seen a lot of different opinions with regards to this, stemming from things such as an announcement for an announcement. So maybe we'll get the exact date of the patch update today, or maybe they'll even release the Nicolas video before meaning that we'll see that today, so we know what it is that they're actively working on. Irrelevant as to what it is, any communication is better than none, and hopefully we actually receive that at some stage. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking of that one, as I think that right now, communication is probably the biggest thing that we are lacking. And talking of communication, we have to go back to the OG of comms overall, as Twinbeard has been cited inside of the Discord, saying that he is slightly bored. Maybe Arrowhead should have kept him on, and maybe they should probably take him back on, as he has been probably our best source of communication over the last year and a half, with so many different conversations that have happened with him previously inside of that Discord, and information that he provided with patches that had changes that weren't even on the list, and he felt the need, as people were talking about it, to actually make people aware of said changes. I don't know really why he ever left and why his contract was never renewed, but nonetheless, it's nice to see that he's doing well, and he actually ventured himself into our stream yesterday, so it's nice to see an old face every now and again. And for those of you guys who have been asking me as to where the location of Johan is, I actually have no idea. I've not seen him active on absolutely any online networks, whether it's X, Reddit, Discord, absolutely anywhere. I've not seen his name pop up on anything, and it seems to be a little bit of a strange one considering the amount of turmoil around the game right now. You kind of thought that he'd have had some sort of comment to make or something to say, or hopefully he's got his fingers back in that pie and he's able to actually cook up something with the team that is definitely going to give him a bit more of a better look, to say the least. Nonetheless, though, we're going to take a look at your top comments, as yesterday we went over the major win from the latest major order, and also the CEO did speak up on communication, which, again, we've already clarified, seems to be the only person talking. But nonetheless, this first one coming from Ganks states right here, "Hey guys, want to apologize for not communicating. We promised to do better. Radio silence months later, same statement. Can repeat this process since release, and no patch still, just release a small patch throughout the weeks, man. We can't effing play." Remember the poll asking what we wanted to talk about. 9% of the community voted to talk about the engine. We got 5 minutes of talking about the engine. The rest was fluff and not asked for. These devs are cooking themselves. Now, this does seem to be something which I do find very, very confusing as to why they're not just releasing smaller patches over the weeks passing. I have no idea. Maybe there's some sort of crossover indications with when they fix one thing, it affects something else, so they have to fix that in accordance. I don't really know. I would love to have some sort of communication, and hopefully we'll receive that today, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how that one plays out. This one coming from Leafrion states right here, the amount of times that Scams has said we're going to communicate more, and then them not communicating at all after that. Yeah, nah, I'm going to smash the S out of that X to doubt. They have outright refused to do a roadmap in the past, even though we don't want a story roadmap, we want a technical roadmap. Hell, right now, I think most people would be happy with them just going, "Good news, everyone, we've managed to fix insert problem here," and are moving on to the insert other problem here, which I actually think is probably a very valid point, although maybe this could lead into some very difficult situations. I actually think that having a "good news, we fixed this, we're going to move on to this, we'll hopefully have the patch up very soon," would be a really good way of working it. I actually know that Jojo used to pretty much confirm that certain things were fixed and ready for the next patch, and I think that actually he kept people in a decent state of mind and kept people at bay for the worst things to come. And then we've got Quest Quenchers who commented right here, "I'm worried that there's not going to be an update today." Well, that one actually aged like milk, as there was no update today or yesterday or any time of recent. It's actually been a little bit wild, and I'm not too sure where it's going and what it is that's happening, but hopefully we'll see some change coming very soon, although people's hope and copium, chopium and hopium alike is all running low. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking to everything we spoke about today, and hopefully we'll have an upload later today with a breakdown of what it is that they actually had to say throughout that information notice. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.